Within GTA Online, we are always wondering, we are always pondering, what is the most expensive item that we can buy? How much money can we spend on one particular item or one particular service? Well, I thought let's flip this on its head and take a look at the cheapest items in the entire game. So I have gone ahead and gathered the 20 cheapest items and services in the entire game. And to start with an absolute classic, for $25,000, garage units number 124 on Popular Street can be yours, and this will creep its way into many people's hearts as the first property they ever purchased, or maybe it will creep its way in because it's where you made millions in just seconds. However, you may remember this garage. It has taken the spot as the 20 cheapest item in the entire game. But now up next is going to be the Sea Shark, coming in at $16,899. And now with this being so cheap for a vehicle, it actually matches the IRL price to actually buy yourself a jet ski. The Sea Shark is one of those vehicles that we all love. We will all absolutely use it, but no one will ever actually buy the damn thing. If it's there for a mission, then yeah, sure, we'll use it. But if it's not, we'll live without it. Something else that we can live without is going to be the Journey for $15,000. Now, this version is now obsolete now that we have a customizable one. However, if you're still on a budget and you want to make a budget joke, then this Journey will take you on a little journey. That was a shit pun. Next, we have the new cheapest bike, being the Batty 801 for once again $15,000. Now, you may have heard me say new cheapest bike, as before Rockstar removed 188 vehicles, this spot belonged to the Faggio, sat at $5,000. However, Rockstar did a Rockstar thing and took away our baby. And something else Rockstar took away is going to be the Karen Rebel, sat at $3,000. However, it's no longer in the game, so this spot now goes to the Albani Primo for triple the cost at $9,000. Now, thankfully, Rockstar didn't touch Benny's website, so the 15th place still goes to the cheapest Benny's car for $5.5 grand. And although this is very cheap for a vehicle, just don't drive it into Benny's custom shop. It no longer becomes cheap. Now, staying on vehicles and going on over to a different custom shop, it's going to be the tracker on every vehicle. This is standing at $2,000. This nice little vehicle icon on the map only costs $2,000. No matter which vehicle you put it on, the tracker will be $2 grand. This luxury that I thought we paid a shitload for, and I thought Rockstar would be bumping up the price constantly for, is only just outside the top 10 cheapest items in the entire game. Now, in at the 13th spot is going to be a tattoo, which is coming in at exactly $1,000. It's called the Trinity, and it's quite small compared to its peers, so it seems like you're getting quite scammed. However, maybe it's on purpose that it's really cheap, so you get lured in. But more than likely, this was probably one of the very first tattoos ever added to the game, and it will be quite common when it comes to clothing that we see how cheap these items get. My god, it gets really, really cheap. Now, for the 12th spot, it's going to be the very first item that is under 4 digits, and we are finally in the 3-digit marks, and we begin with the BMX bike, a little fun runaround, which is going to be the cheapest mode of transport that you can own that isn't illegal, aka free. You stealing a car is not cheapest, alright? It's not. Now, the 11th spot, just outside the top 10, is going to go to the Intimidation mask for $510, being the cheapest mask in the entire game. And for those of you that know, I'm sure the person that bought this had a very good investment. And for those of you who don't know who this mask belongs to, you're an uncultured swine. Now, starting us off with the top 10 list is going to be the casino membership for only $500. This gives you access to the casino to then spin the wheel completely for free, and also helps you lose all your money completely for free. How generous. This $500 is probably the best purchase some people have made in the game, and for others, maybe the worst thing that they've ever purchased in the game, and it's cost them a lot more than $500. Now, next up is going to be something that you probably never even realized that you were paying for. No, it's not going to be any of your bills, but whenever you start a brand new job, you pay a small fee of $200. No matter what kind of job type it is, whenever you start a job and you load into it, you pay $200. Now, the 8th cheapest item is going to be known as KSI's trim, as just for $150, you too can also get a little bit of stubble glued onto your face and look like you're having a midlife crisis. I'm pretty sure there are much better ways to spend $150 in this game. The next stop is going to be taking 7th and the 6th place for the cheapest items, as you can pick up a jerry can for $92, and you can also pick up some super light armor for also $92. Now, taking the spot for 5th place, it's going to be an item only $40, and it's going to be the piss colored Swallow V-neck t-shirt. And honestly, I feel like I'm the only person who's ever actually bought this thing since the game's launch. I feel my riz just going down wearing this thing. Like I fucking had any in the first place. Now that we have most of our body worn, what about our big noggin? Well, for just $25, 4th place goes to the black word bandana. This was added to the game so long ago, it is so cheap, it probably matches the IRL price of this bandana. Now starting ourselves off with the top 3, it's going to be a car wash. Yep. For the low price of $15, you too can also make your car look the exact same as when you drove in. This is just one of those things that we saw, did once, and then never did it again, and honestly completely forgot it was even there. You probably didn't even realize, but there are 2 locations where there are car wash stations. Now taking a trip down to the pier, we will go ahead and ride the rides for $10 each. Scream your lungs out on the roller coaster, then chill out on the Ferris wheel. And then really get your money's worth out of it, because you're there for a long time, boy. These are fun for the first time round, apart from the Ferris wheel that gets boring after about 10 seconds, especially if you have friends. These are both quite fun. However, once again, it's one of those things that we did once and then never did again. Probably because none of us have friends online now, and it just feels depressing going on these by yourself. And finally, the top spot. What could it be? Could it be paying for a ticket, paying for petrol, or maybe picking up a prosy? Wait, how did I not include that one? Well, first place is just $1, and it's going to be going to the vending machine, as although snacks are free, and I said free items aren't included in the list, you pay $1 itself for just this sexy animation. It's all worth it in the end. And there you have it, the 20 cheapest things that you can buy in this game, and if you think I missed anything out, then do not worry, you should keep that to yourself. Now please, if you did enjoy today's video, then a massive thumbs up and a subscription would be very much appreciated, as you'll most likely enjoy other videos in the future, or maybe even this one up in the top right hand corner. I have a feeling you'll probably enjoy that one, or maybe a one on the end screens. And if you check any of those videos out, then thank you so much. I hope you all have a fan-fucking-tastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.